強くなっているのがわかる。
Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? I'm gonna share today in this video. I'm talking about the new Sasuke coming into the game in less than 12 hours from the moment I upload this video. So yeah, Sasuke version 4 is coming to the game, and his kit seems kind of OP. A lot of people are excited about him. A lot of people are hyping for him, but not me. Now, you might ask me, why are you not hyping for Sasuke? Sasuke is like your favorite character, right? He is my favorite character, and I basically wasted a lot of Shinobites, a lot of money on every single one of his versions in the game. We already have 3 of them, and yeah, the reason is he doesn't really add anything to the game right now. Like, I think I keep saying that every single time a new Shinobi comes to the game, they might kind of make the new Shinobi better than the old ones, like a little bit better, but they don't add any new content to actually make that you know, improvement kind of work, or like have something to do with it. Like, there's no reason for you to improve your old character by a new character to basically clear the same content you have been clearing for the last couple of, I don't know, for a whole year and a half. So yeah, I'm not really excited about him, and I'm probably gonna skip him, not for the reason why that he's not OP, because I think his kit is gonna be really good. Maybe not the best kit, or the best, like, he might not be as good as Shisui, because a lot of people think that he will be as good as Shisui because they're hyping him the same way they did with Shisui. But I think he will be still good, and people, by the way, are assuming that he will be either a green or a yellow type, and yeah, it's basically because we have all of the 3 other colors, but I wouldn't really remove that possibility, because I think Bandai can actually give him one of the old colors, like, without any problem. So yeah, we have the purple color for the Wonder Ninja Sasuke, the 3rd version, and then for the Sasuke version 2, the one versus Itachi, he's blue, and then the original one is red. So basically, these are the 3 Sasukes we have, and these are their colors. So people are assuming that the 4th one is gonna be either yellow or green, and that would make him a really good support, to be honest, because supports in general need to have a lot of defense, and that's what yellow and green characters are, except for yeah, I wanted to always talk about this, so I think it's time to talk about it here. I'm not trying to make this video long, by the way, so yeah, it's just letting you know. Tsunade is bugged, and her stats are the same stat multiplier as every other purple characters. So she's green, but she has the same multipliers as any other purple characters. Like, if we check other green characters, you can see the difference between the attack and defense here, while her base attack and defense are just like a purple character. So we can check that by looking at Tenten. If we remove her cards, yeah, you can see it's pretty much almost the same there. And anyway, it's not the same as a green character, because you can see the difference between the attack and defense here on any of these characters, and then on her, which is pretty much the same as a purple character. So she has the same multiplier as any purple character, and she's a green. So I would assume this is a bug, and I really hope that if Bandai is watching this, to fix it, because that kind of, like, you know, removes her from her position, her original position as a good healer, because purples are not really as good as greens and yellows when it comes to being support. And that's what I'm talking about here. Sasuke, in case he is a yellow or green character, is going to be really good support, and we're going to be talking about that right now. So the first ninjutsu we're going to talk about here, and I guess this is going to be the 4-star one, because it's a new character. He gets 2 3-stars and 1 4-star ninjutsus, and of course the ultimate, the 5-star one. So the 4-star is probably going to be the Materasu. So that's I mean, you can see that it's pretty much similar to the one that the Itachi version 2 has. And by the way, most likely Itachi version 2 will be getting his recat right after Sasuke's event ends. So I would assume if you like Itachi more than Sasuke, it's better to save there. So that's one more reason why you should not summon on Sasuke. And the first reason for people who probably like to summon on characters for the SAM, I would tell you that Sasuke is probably going to be better than the other two characters for this month, Hinata and Conan. But I know a lot of people have already summoned for Hinata and Conan. Someone like me who has level 7 ultimate for Conan, I don't think there's a reason for you to summon on Sasuke then. But then if you didn't summon on any of them, it's better to wait for Sasuke, because I believe they will give him the better multipliers, like the damage multiplier and of course the score at the end of every SAM game multiplier. So that will be actually very useful for you in the next SAM. So yeah, if you don't have Hinata or Conan, this would not be a viable reason for you not to summon on him. So if you like him and if you want someone good for the SAM, I guess he's going to be better than the other two. So yeah, that's what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the Amaterasu. So it took me a while to actually remember what I was talking about. I'm talking like a lot here. So Amaterasu is probably going to be the same effect. So the same effect, the effect that Itachi version 2 has right now is 75% of the defense of the enemy is going to be taken with the medium effect. The only reason why I think Sasuke would be more OP than this if he gets the large effect, and the large effect will be exactly like the Kyuubi's effect in the what is it called, in the fortress. If you live in the fortress and he uses his attack, or even the Sam when he uses his right hand and gives you the defense debuff, it's always the large effect and it takes 100% of your defense. It basically makes your all of your ninjutsu act as if they were ultimates, and they're even better than the ultimates because at level max they would be doing probably more damage than the ultimate at level 1 or level 5 or whatever, because that's that at that point the power would be actually what matters. So if or in case his Amaterasu has the large effect, I would assume everyone will be actually summoning summoning for him. And yeah, that's basically why the Amaterasu would be a really good addition with a large effect in case this happens. But I think it's just going to be a medium effect, just like the Amaterasu here for Itachi version 2. And again, don't forget that we already have leaks for him and he might get a recat. Like, there's a 90% chance that he will be getting a recat right after that. Then the second one, which is the bow attack. The bow attack, or let's talk about the slice first because it's like right after it. So I think this is a 3-star ninjutsu, and I think that it has a really good range. I think it covers like 5x5 space in the floor, and it might have an iframe as well. I don't know the whole fact, like we don't, as I said at the beginning, we don't know all of the facts about the ninjutsu yet. So it might have an iframe because every time a character or a Susanoo user in the game so far, like Itachi or Madara, when they use their ninjutsu that includes the Susanoo in it, it always has an iframe in it. So I would assume this one has an iframe in it as well, and that of course applies to the bow attack we'll be talking about right here. So the bow attack has an iframe, and you can see that clearly. The shurikens of Itachi did not actually go through him, and basically he has an iframe in it. So I would assume that his bow or his arrow doesn't go through walls because they showcased it, or maybe they showcased it like that to show the shurikens from Itachi or whatever. But I would assume it doesn't go through walls. Now, the most important thing we need to know here is the cooldown. If the cooldown is actually like 5 seconds for every one of the ninjutsu, that will make him really bad. I would really hope that they have 3 seconds assigned for every one of the attacks. Maybe the Amaterasu I would be okay with the Amaterasu having only 5 seconds, okay? Like minimum 5 or 6 seconds, okay? Sorry, maximum. Maximum 5 or 6 seconds. So that would actually make it really good. Then we have the ultimate, the Inferno style, Susano, whatever, I forgot the name. So yeah, that ultimate, pretty much the same as Shisui, covers the whole map, and it seems like it does one hit, maybe 2 hits, because you know the arrows at the beginning and then the tornado. So that would be 2 hits, I would assume. But in case that it's only 1 hit, it's gonna be exactly the same as Shisui's. And then I would assume that they're just gonna make him, you know, the support version of Shisui, because Shisui right now is one of the best main characters in the game. So I would assume his ultimate is gonna have the same effects, or pretty much the same as Shisui's. It will be covering the whole map. It will be doing 1 hit. It might have a lot of other effects in it, like maybe seal, maybe burn. I mean damage over time effect, maybe other stuff as well. So maybe even, I don't think invincibility was there. No, in the video you cannot see the invincibility at the end. So I don't think it has invincibility. So it might have the damage over time effect anyway. And I think as well, if you level it up, it will be going down. The cooldown will be going down. So in general, I think the kit is not so bad. He might be a really good defender and also a good support character. But as a main character, he still lacks, of course, he lacks 2 things right now, which are the ability to move or to detect traps. And yeah, like currently the best characters to do that are either Itachi, Shisui, or Hokage Naruto. Hokage Naruto can detect traps, and then Shisui and Itachi can teleport over the traps. It doesn't have any of these. So there's just one more thing we need to figure out before we actually say whether he's good or bad. The combo of his regular attacks. I'm always excited about these things. Like, I always wonder how the regular attacks of a new character would look like, and then I always get disappointed because they're just regular hits of, you know, kicking and hitting, or with his hands or whatever. So he might have something special in his combo and his regular attacks, and that might make him a good main attacker as well. But I don't think so. So we'll see tomorrow. Okay, we'll see tomorrow. I'm just gonna stop talking here. You guys let me know what you think about Sasuke. I know you are, like, I know a lot of you are hyping for him, but please think rationally. What do you think about this kit? It might not have the damage over time effect because that did not showcase, like, it was not showcased in any of the clips, but it might. That's also one thing that I forgot to say, that these attacks might have extra effects that are not shown in the showcase. So what do you think about what you saw so far in the showcase? And are you actually going to summon for him anyway, even if he's not like the best character ever, just because you like Sasuke? I mean, I do, but I'm thinking already, like, I'm right now thinking whether I'm going to summon or not, or just skip him for Itachi, because I like Itachi as well, and I think the recap for Itachi might be even better than him. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Probably gonna be tomorrow, hopefully. When I finish my lectures, I'll be streaming the SAM tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.